Today we're checking back in with Avalanche's Avax coin, performing some technical analysis and making some predictions on where we can expect to see Avax go in the near future. Let's get into it. Welcome back into the Avax chart, guys. If you'd like to buy Avax or want some free Bitcoin, there are a couple of links down in the description of today's video. But as you can see, we pretty much nailed our prediction that we were going to test our next point of resistance, and that point was the elusive $100 mark. And in fact, today so far we have gotten to a high of 102, but a bit of pullback now back to where we originally expected. And we were correct in saying that this over here, of course, was a flag pattern which had formed and then it broke out of that point. So looking really positive from that perspective. We are certainly now on the move, and we have managed to exceed the previous highs from our other little jumps up that we had seen. And for me, right now, that is very important because it's signaling that we are now starting to see a change in the trend. Furthermore, we've also seen our 20-day moving average cross above our 50-day moving average, indicating that the short-term trend has certainly changed as well. From a volume perspective, not too much happening. It's still relatively stable, but that is probably a good thing as we then go and look at the RSI. The RSI, whilst yes, it is kind of high now, it's sitting at 69.28, nearly at that overbought type of range. We are going to see some pullback, but fortunately, it hasn't been brought on by, I suppose, huge large amounts of volume and pushed us into that overbought region as such right now. Based purely on that, what I'm expecting to see is something similar to what we saw last time we broke through our key point of resistance, now acting as support at 83. We saw a jump and then a pullback for a period of about a week. That is what I'm expecting to see with Avalanche's Avax coin at the moment. I'm expecting we're seeing pretty much a brand spanking new little flag pattern that's going to form. I'm expecting action to occur a bit like this, whether it's within these boundaries and parameters, honestly not too sure. In fact, I'm going to go as far as saying up here as the top end of our candle. Nice little flag, there we go. I'm expecting a bit of a move back down this sort of direction before a breakout and a break upwards. That would be ideal case scenario at this point in time. Let's have a look at the MACD as well. Now, bringing that one up, as you can see, we had started to dip, but then we started swooping back up. It does at this point in time look like we have not peaked yet, but I do expect we are about to peak, given when we combine this information with the RSI, we are about to be in that overbought range, right about there. And I think pullback is going to be necessary for a long-term run. If not, we may see something similar to what we saw on our previous run, where we do have some sharp, I suppose, up and downs on the RSI, and that would be reflected as well in, of course, the price action as we start to get into it. So if that were the case, pretend this information isn't here, it would be a bit more like that. We'd be going in an upwards direction, but it would be jagged because you've got lots of people basically trading the coin. So all in all, I think things are positive. Right now, I'm expecting to see this sort of a format, but when we do manage to break through that $100 mark, whether it comes, I suppose, now or whether it comes later, what is our target going to be? Well, I think fundamentally our target should, of course, be the next key point of where we've had a lot of price action occurring. And I think an easy one would be $106, but I want to go a bit higher than that. I want to see where there is a lot of price action that has occurred. And for me right now, probably just, I'd say, hovering about here is a very good point. You can just see the sheer amount of price action over here in the past that we have seen, and that is roughly at about the $113 mark. So that is sort of where I'm expecting to see us go. But the ultimate point, if we were to put it in place, would be a run all the way up here to $127. But I don't think that's going to be the case anytime soon. So the target after we see a bit of consolidation and breakout would be up here at $113. That wraps up today's analysis on Avax, guys. I'd love to hear your thoughts down in the comments section below. Of course, if you did enjoy today's video, remember to please leave a thumbs up. And if you want to see more of this sort of content, hit subscribe and turn on those bell notifications. I'll leave it there for today, guys. I hope you have an awesome day. I'll see you next time. Cheers.